Good evening, everyone. Hello, and welcome to MDMA News Update. It's tonight of Monday, July 20th, 2026, and we're delighted you've joined us for another edition of our nightly news broadcast. I'm Max Dawn Mastermind Animations 2K10. Thank you for welcoming us into your home wherever you're watching this evening.
And I'm James Wanderns 13. A very warm welcome to all of our viewers joining us tonight. Whether you're watching from the MA2K10 YouTube channel, MDMA Premiere, MDMA Traditional, or another official MDMA platform, we're grateful to have you with us. We hope you've had a productive Monday and that you're ready to catch up on today's important stories. As always, our newsroom has been preparing throughout the day to bring together the latest developments from around the world and within the MDMA community. Our goal is to present information clearly, responsibly, and in an easy-to-follow format. Tonight's program will include international developments, community updates, and other stories that have attracted attention throughout the day. We'll also keep you informed about upcoming MDMA events and programming as we continue. Second half of July.
Monday often marks the beginning of a new week filled with new opportunities, projects, and events. As always, we're here to help you stay informed with the latest headlines and community news.
We also encourage everyone to approach news thoughtfully by checking reliable sources, considering the evidence behind claims, and engaging in respectful discussion. Thoughtful conversations help build stronger and more informed communities.
Throughout tonight's edition, we'll guide you through each story, provide context where appropriate, and recap the day's major developments before we conclude the broadcast.
And later in the program, we'll continue sharing updates about the MDMA community and upcoming events that viewers can look forward to in the days ahead.
So, wherever you're joining us from this evening, thank you for choosing MDMA News Update.
Once again, hello and welcome. It's tonight of Monday, July 20th, 2026.
We're ready to begin tonight's broadcast.
And we hope you'll stay with us throughout the program. Our top story tonight. Spain have been crowned FIFA World Cup champions after defeating 10-man Argentina in the final, with Ferran Torres scoring the decisive goal. The match remained closely contested before Spain eventually broke Argentina's resistance to lift one of football's most prestigious trophies. We'll have a full match report, reaction, and a look at how Spain's World Cup journey ended in championship glory.
In India, demonstrators associated with the Cockroach Party have announced plans to continue marching toward parliament despite police restrictions. The planned protest has attracted national attention and raised questions about public demonstrations, freedom of assembly, and security preparations in the capital. We'll explain what the protest is about, why authorities are concerned, and what could happen next.
In Australia tonight, veteran broadcaster and former Senator Darren Hinch is being remembered by colleagues and supporters as a journalistic James Bond following tributes. Meanwhile, an Australian woman who allegedly traveled to join the Islamic State group has been granted bail while legal proceedings continue. As always, allegations remain before the courts and should not be treated as findings of guilt. We'll bring you the latest verified developments from both stories.
And in Roblox news tonight, the official Stepford County Railway (SCR) Discord community has congratulated Spain on their FIFA World Cup victory before turning attention back to Game's next update. Developer TJH44 announced, "Congratulations Spain. Now that's out the way, I guess we'd better get this show on the rails." Coming to SCR version 2.4. The announcement has generated excitement among the SCR community as players speculate about new trains, features, gameplay improvements, and what version 2.4 may introduce. We'll take a closer look at everything revealed so far.
Those are tonight's headlines. Coming up first, Spain celebrates becoming FIFA World Cup champions after a dramatic victory over Argentina.
Then we'll travel to India, where protesters plan to continue marching despite police restrictions.
We'll also head to Australia for two significant national stories before finishing with the latest developments from the Stepford County Railway Roblox community.
You're watching MDMA News Update on this Monday, July 20th, 2026. Spain are the champions of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. After more than 2 hours of determined football, Spain defeated defending champions Argentina 1-0 after extra time, lifting the men's FIFA World Cup for the second time in the nation's history. The winning goal came from Ferran Torres, whose strike finally broke Argentina's resistance. The winning goal came from Ferran Torres, whose strike finally broke Argentina's resistance after a tense and dramatic final.
The final was played before a packed crowd at New York, New Jersey Stadium, with millions more watching around the world. Supporters knew they were witnessing one of the biggest sporting events of the year. For Spain, it was an opportunity to win another World Cup and complete an extraordinary tournament. For Argentina, it was the chance to defend the title they had won 4 years earlier. The match also carried emotional significance as it was widely expected to be Lionel Messi's final FIFA World Cup appearance. From the opening whistle, Spain controlled much of the possession. Their passing game, movement, and patient attacking style created several opportunities. Argentina, meanwhile, focused on staying organized defensively and limiting the space available to Spain's attackers. As the match continued, Spain increased the pressure. Wave after wave of attacks tested Argentina's defense. Goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez made important saves, while defenders worked tirelessly to block shots and clear dangerous crosses. The score remained 0-0, sending the final into an increasingly tense closing period. Late in normal time, the match changed dramatically. Argentina midfielder Enzo Fernandez received his second yellow card and was sent off. The dismissal meant Argentina entered extra time with only 10 players. Playing a World Cup final with a numerical disadvantage placed enormous pressure on the defending champions. Spain immediately looked to make the extra player count. Even with 10 players, Argentina continued defending with determination. Every clearance, interception, and tackle became increasingly important. Supporters could sense that one moment might decide the World Cup. That decisive moment finally arrived during extra time. A move down the flank created space inside Argentina's penalty area. The ball reached Ferran Torres, who struck a powerful shot into the net. Spain had finally found the breakthrough. The stadium erupted in celebration as Spanish players rushed toward Torres. The goal proved to be the only one of the match, and ultimately the goal that secured the World Cup. For Ferran Torres, it was the biggest goal of his international career. After the match, he described the moment as almost unbelievable and dedicated the victory to the people of Spain. Following the goal, Spain concentrated on protecting their lead. Argentina continued searching for an equalizer despite having only 10 players. Every attack carried enormous tension. When the final whistle sounded, Spanish players celebrated on the pitch while Argentine players reflected on a hard-fought tournament. Many observers praised Spain not only for winning the final, but also for the style they displayed throughout the tournament. Spain combined disciplined defending with patient attacking football. The Guardian described the victory as the triumph of a clear footballing identity and a team built around collective play rather than relying on a single superstar. Although Argentina finished as runners-up, many supporters expressed pride in the team's determination. Fans gathered in Buenos Aires after the match, celebrating the team's journey despite the defeat and paying tribute to Lionel Messi's remarkable international career. Across Spain, celebrations continued long into the night. Supporters filled public squares, waved Spanish flags, and celebrated another unforgettable achievement in the nation's football history. Players lifted the FIFA World Cup trophy together, marking Spain's second men's World Cup title. As one World Cup ends, attention will gradually turn toward the next chapter in international football. For Spain, the challenge will be maintaining their success. For Argentina, rebuilding for future competitions begins after an impressive campaign that ended just one goal short of retaining the trophy.
Congratulations to Spain, the 2026 FIFA World Cup champions. And congratulations to both finalists for an exciting conclusion to one of football's biggest tournaments.
That concludes our first international report tonight.
The planned demonstration comes as India's parliament begins its monsoon session. Authorities have introduced extensive security arrangements around the parliament district and announced that public marches toward parliament would not be permitted. Despite those restrictions, organizers of the Cockroach Janta Party said they intended to continue with their planned march. Despite its name, the Cockroach Janta Party began as a satirical youth movement before growing into a much larger protest campaign. The movement gained widespread support following repeated concerns over examination paper leaks, youth unemployment.
A major turning point came after activist Sonam Wangchuk, who had been conducting a hunger strike, was taken to hospital by authorities. Ahead of today's planned march, Delhi police announced that permission had not been granted for protesters to march toward parliament.
Authorities said the restrictions were intended to protect parliament, government buildings, and public safety while lawmakers gathered for the opening of the parliamentary session. As this is a developing story, additional verified information may emerge over the coming days. We'll continue to follow confirmed developments and report any significant updates.
First, Australians are remembering veteran journalist, broadcaster, and former Senator Darren Hinch, with many paying tribute to his decades-long career in journalism and public life. During memorial tributes, Hinch was described by some speakers as a journalistic James Bond, reflecting his energetic reporting style and willingness to pursue difficult.
Throughout his career, Darren Hinch became one of Australia's best-known media personalities. He worked across television, radio, newspapers, and later entered politics, where he served as a senator. Friends, colleagues, and public figures reflected on his determination to investigate issues of public interest and his long contribution to Australian journalism. Many tributes highlighted Hinch's distinctive reporting style. He became known for asking difficult questions, covering high-profile court cases, and speaking openly about issues he believed affected the public. While not everyone agreed with his views, many acknowledged the impact he had on journalism and public debate over several decades. At memorial events, speakers reflected on his commitment to reporting and public service. The description of Hinch as a journalistic James Bond was intended to capture. Our second story concerns an Australian woman who has been granted bail while facing charges alleging that she joined the self-described Islamic State group several years ago. It is important to note that these are allegations before the court, and the criminal proceedings are continuing. Bail is not a finding of innocence or guilt. The case is expected to return to court at a later date, where further hearings will take place. We'll continue to report verified developments as they become publicly available. Meanwhile, tributes to Darren Hinch continue across Australia, with many reflecting on his legacy in journalism, broadcasting, and public life. His career leaves a lasting place in Australia's media history.
Tonight, we head to one of Roblox's most popular railway simulation games, Stepford County Railway, where excitement is already building for the next major update. Earlier this morning, shortly after the conclusion of the 2026 FIFA World Cup final, Stepford County Railway developer TJH44 shared a brand new version 2.4 sneak peek on the official SCR Discord. The timing of the announcement quickly caught the attention of the community.
Before revealing the preview, TJH44 acknowledged the conclusion of the World Cup with a celebratory message. The announcement read, "Congratulations, Spain. Now that's out the way, I guess we'd better get this show on the rails. Coming to SCR version 2.4. The message linked one of the world's biggest sporting events with the return of development news for Stepford County Railway. Once the football celebrations ended, attention quickly shifted back to trains. The newly released preview introduces one of the most noticeable gameplay improvements shown so far. The focus of today's teaser is an interactive door system. Unlike previous versions, where train doors operated automatically with limited interaction, the new system appears to introduce more detailed animations and operational features. Although full technical details have not yet been released, the preview suggests a more immersive experience for players. From what can be seen in the sneak peek, the new door system includes interactive passenger doors, improved opening and closing animations, a redesigned operating interface. Many players immediately recognized this as one of the largest improvements to train operations in recent updates. Within minutes of the preview being posted, the SCR Discord community became extremely active. Players discussed the new mechanics and began sharing their own predictions about what else might be included in version 2.4. Many praised the attention to detail shown in the animations. Others expressed excitement about the possibility of a more realistic driving experience. Several community members described the update as one of the most anticipated releases of the year. Others pointed out that the developers have continued to improve realism over successive versions, and they hope version 2.4 continues that trend. As always, the development team has not yet confirmed every feature that will be included in the final release.
One thing is certain. The excitement surrounding Stepford County Railway version 2.4 has officially begun.
We'll continue following future developer previews and official announcements as more information about version 2.4 becomes available. As this week continues, we will continue following the latest developments and bringing you more updates across MDMA platforms.
We are now looking forward to our next edition on Friday as we head toward the upcoming weekend. We'll bring you more news reports, community updates, and the stories that matter. So that's all for MDMA News Update tonight. Thank you very much for watching.
Have a wonderful evening, everyone, and we hope you have a happy new week ahead.
We'll see you on Friday for the next edition of MDMA News Update as we begin the journey toward the upcoming weekend.
Until then, take care and goodbye. Thank you for watching MDMA News Update. Good night.
You're watching MDMA Premiere. Generating inspiration.